Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to our weekly online event diving into Dhamma Q&A session with Bhante Sumitta. I'm your host, Delani Gunasekara, and I'm truly excited to be here with all of you today. Every Friday at 6 p.m. PST and Saturday 6:30 a.m. IST, we gather here on the Dhamma USA YouTube channel to engage in enlightening discussions and Q&A sessions with the esteemed Bhante Sumitta. So please mark your calendars for every Friday at 6 p.m. PST and be ready to tune in to these insightful sessions with Bhante Sumitta, who holds a PhD in the subject matter, because the wisdom that he imparts is a guiding light for us all on our spiritual journey. And without further ado, let me invite Bante to the studio. Hello, Bhante.
Hello, Tulani. Good to see you. How are you doing?
Good.
How was your semester going on?
Uh, it's going fine.
Okay. I think after the mid semester is done, you are a little bit feeling better, right? That's what I'm
I
guessing.
mean, I finished midterms by end of October, and now I had to get prepared for finals, so
Okay.
all is well. Just
All
go
right.
ahead. So I want to start off with a few questions I had until we wait for others to come in. Um, um, okay. So my first question is, avijja is the Sanskrit term for moha in Pali, which means delusion or ignorance based on the definitions. But why are there two different definitions used? And could you elaborate more about this?
You mean Avijja and Moha?
Yes.
These are not definitions. In fact, these are different terms.
Yes.
Uh,
Avijja is the Sanskrit term, and moha is the.
no. Avijja is not Sanskrit. It is Pali. Avidya is Sanskrit. Okay. Avijja is Pali, Avidya is Sanskrit, Moha also is Pali, and it is like something like Moha, or Moha itself can be taken as Pali, Sanskrit. So Avijja and Moha pretty much Pali, and so delusion or ignorance can they have been adapted by different translators. So nothing much about that. But yeah, avijja is, vidya, the absence of vidya, the absence of knowledge. That is avijja, and moha is, it really is delusion or ignorance, and it can really blind you. This is a very powerful blindfold that we have. So it's important, very important.
Okay. I must have gotten my terms mixed up. Um. Let's see. Okay. I have another question here. I think this question can benefit a lot of people. So, on behalf of the audience, who is will come later, um, is how can we meditate with our busy lifestyle?
Hmm. Yeah, so when you have busy lifestyle, that means you are subjected to fall into many difficulties, many challenges, right? So you are going to be, sooner or later you are going to be sick and stressed up and panic. So this is a good time for us to think like how important it is for us to maintain that inner peace. Because when you have so much to do and you feel like so little time, and then that is where you press the panic button. So it's really important that we maintain that we are more organized, better organized in our life. Let's say like when you have lots and lots of things to do, when it comes to the midterms or the finals, you easily get worried, and you don't know like how it happens. Like every single day, the pressure is mounting up, right? It's a pressure cooker situation. So with the busy lifestyle, you feel like the time is not enough for you, and you have so much to do and so busy and so fast, and you tend to forget things, and then also you tend to easily get angry, lose temper, right? And you might even dislike others who are like trying to say this and that. And so there will be some situations where you find life very uneasy when you have a busy lifestyle. But then again, you need to be on top. You also have to be stronger, you have to be healthier, and you also have to be really organized. You have to work in a schedule, and otherwise it will be really hard for you to manage all these things, and then you might lose some targets, you might miss some targets, some goals. So things can happen. This is why we need to meditate. So now we are talking about so much to do, and then we also want to meditate. How do we do all these things? So meditation should be done if you are busy, if you are sick, if you are tired, if you are like scared, if you are stressed up. That means meditation is the best medicine for you, because then you can be better organized. In the computer, you have something called defragmentation, right? I don't know, like in the Windows, probably you have that. We used to have that before. So we kind of defragment. That means you are more organized, organizing your closet, organize your room, something like that. When you meditate, things feel neat and tidy, and they are more organized. So you feel more easy and comfortable. You can see things clearly, and you are very clear, and that way, and also you are focused, and that way whatever you do in your busy lifestyle, you feel you don't really lose temper, you don't really feel angry, or you don't really feel upset. You know how to deal with such difficult, challenging situations. That is exactly why we need to meditate. No matter how much busy you are, I think out of your all your busy lifestyle, you can easily pull it out like 10 minutes break, right? Let's say like you want to go for a, even though you have a really busy lifestyle, if somebody asks you to go for a dinner out or something, you will leave them all behind and okay, let's go. Or let's say like there is a very your favorite musical star or singer or an actor or someone is coming to your neighborhood, and so a friend is suggesting let's go, and you will go. How do you find time for that? Even though you're really busy, you really want to go, and then you find it. And let's say like, oh, there is a beautiful movie or very fascinating movie coming up, and then you will find time and go. And similarly, when we need when we really need something, you will find time. Meditation, you need it, definitely need it, because it helps you better organize, helps you maintain your inner peace, and you feel like that. You feel very calm and strong within. So even if you are having a very busy lifestyle, you can better be organized. Yeah, that's why a lot of people, like, let's say, like company CEOs, all those the big officers, how come they play golf? Have you seen, like, they are playing golf, and when there are like multi-million or billion-dollar projects are running in the background, how do they like feel so comfortable and feel so peaceful? So because they keep walking in the green meadows, and hours of playing in the golf golf ground. That means they are very sharp, very focused. It's like their meditation. It's greenery, and also they don't have any distraction. They totally focus on those holes, right? I think I don't know how many holes are there, like 16 something. So they are focusing on those holes and nothing else. And that's how they it's a kind of meditation for them. And lots of these people also meditate. Do you know that? Those CEOs and managers and company directors, they are all meditating, and they feel like mindfulness meditation and all these things really help them. Even I remember, like, Microsoft chief Bill Gates, for example, sometimes he goes for a retreat, like cut off from the rest of all the busy schedules, and they read a lot. Like Facebook chief Mark Zuckerberg, they are also avid readers, and Elon Musk, for example, they are also they know how to deal with their time much better organized. I think if we meditate, it will make our life much more easy and organized and more peaceful. Remember, that's why you can also gain good, better health.
Thank you very much for that response. I think I personally can relate to this because I have a class that I'm taking for meditation, and our assignment is to meditate at home, but yet I have no time, or I guess I don't make time for that, so I always like skip on the doing meditation at home. So I think, yeah, I need to find some other way to.
So, like meditation again, sometimes you can go for a walk, and that can be your meditation. You can go for a walk outside immediately after lunch, maybe, where you don't have time to, like, don't feel like, so maybe a little break, that could be your meditation. Even waiting for a bus, for example, you
Mhm.
are waiting for your bus and you have 5 minutes at the bus station. That will be your meditation. You just observe, peacefully, look into yourself, and read your mind, listen to your own mind, and listen to your own breath, and see for yourself, look into yourself. And and even while traveling in the bus, you can actually meditate. If you have a ride, maybe from your mom or dad, you can also, like, meditate in the car. So why we need to do that? Because it helps you maintain your inner peace. And while going to the school and working, just before working, at the office, I think everyone should meditate for a while. 5 minutes. You close your eyes, you sit on your chair and close your eyes, and then listen to your own breath. That way, you will know there is something. You can have a very positive start to your day. And when you go to bed, also, you can do that. Even while taking shower, you can also meditate. Do you know that? You can just focus on that mindfulness immersed in the body. Feel the sensations when you get hot water or warm water, like, or what do you call, the cold water, whatever. and do whatever you do with mindfulness. And that way you will find time every time. There is nothing that you can say like you I don't have time. We have time. I remember like those days in Japan. They were supposed to be avid readers. They were reading books while traveling by the train, and they were standing and they were reading books while traveling. And even in the bathrooms, restrooms, they have a small book for them to read, or painting something they would do. They would use that time for like a meditative act. You all can use those little times. I would say if you have a really busy time, use those little times so that you will feel, um, I feel much peaceful. And eventually you will find some time, maybe once a week or um, twice a week or something. You can work more on your meditation, because the more you are interested in that, you will feel your efficiency, your productivity is improving. And then why it happens to you? Because of your meditation. So you will feel, okay, meditation makes me a better person, comfortable person, peaceful person. So I should work, I should meditate a little bit more. Okay.
I will try to do that. Thank you. I have another question. This is more of a follow-up question, I suppose. While meditating, how can we maintain focus on the practice without being distracted by thoughts?
Okay. So let's say, like when you meditate, you can meditate on your mind, like Chittanupasana. What happens here when you meditate on your mind, when you focus on your thought? Okay, my mind is being distracted. So you focus on that. Right now, my mind is being distracted. How does it happen? What does it happen? You can see that. You can observe it. That will be your meditation. And a new thought comes, and a distracting thought comes, and my mind is carried away by some of the past memories. You can see, okay, this is what is happening right now. What you need to do is to observe what is happening right here, right now. And then eventually you will be able to focus more. You can come back to your meditation later. Or like if you're focusing on anapanasati, you can come back to that later. If you have been carried away by some of the distracting thoughts, just recognize it. Oh, I am being carried away by a distracting thought. That's how it happens. So if you have body pain, that also is a problem that a lot of people say they are complaining about. So you can see, okay, that's okay. You just focus on your body pain. I have lower back pain. I have my knees pain are very painful. Whatever so you can focus on that pain, observe that pain, go to that, investigate, analyze it, and see what kind of a pain is that. What is the intensity of that pain? What is the location, exact location of the pain? And how the mind, when you have a thought in the mind, and how does the body react to that situation in coordination with the body and the mind? You will find it really, really interesting. And that will be your vipassana meditation. That will be your mindfulness immersed in the body, and also kaya anupassana, vedana anupassana, chitta anupassana, dhamma anupassana. All these four foundations of mindfulness you actually can practice while meditating. It's not like, okay, focusing on anapana only, but you can eventually go back to your other sensations, other thoughts, and you can analyze them. And that way you will feel you are much in control compared to before.
Hmm. I always have this issue when I meditating. I always have thoughts come in and out. So sometimes I can focus on what's going on and try to like not be distracted. But there's also other times where a lot of thoughts are going in my head. So it's a work in progress.
Yeah, I understand. Like a lot of people work very hard to, you know, deal with many situations in their life.
Mm.
Sometimes family issues, sometimes issues at their office, or maybe economic problems, and also problems happening in the world. They are worried. So this is why we actually need to be more mindful about our own self-care, our own health. That something we need to pay attention to. That we can't really um, make those things to control us. We should not do that, because that way we are unconsciously we are actually generating some unwholesome energy within us. And if you create that condition, what really happens, what really happens, like you continue to be worried, you continue to feel sad, you continue to feel angry, you continue to do that, you will feel like the result, the outcome can be really, really detrimental to your health, and it can be disastrous. What really happens here, you are making conditions, you are creating conditions for all your related unwholesome bad karma to be connected. So they are waiting for an opportunity to penetrate into you. That's what happens. And then when you are angry, related past, anger related past karmic energies will come to you. And then the things will be doubled up, and then your situation will be worsened. And let's say like you are sad, you cry all the time, maybe due to something like husband or wife or children or situation, something or the other, that when you are worried, you continue to cry or continue to feel sad, continue to be stressful about the situation at home or at workplace, then you are actually creating a condition for all those bad energies in the past related. They remember, they are waiting to be infiltrated. They are waiting for you to create the condition for them to come in. And we open a window, we open a door for them to come. And then they are making a stronger force. They are combining, merging with the present condition and the past condition. And then things become even worse. So there is no way you can continue successfully like this. And eventually you need to come out of it. You have to think very seriously, no, I'm going to stop this. No matter how much you suffer, there will be no one to help you eventually. Who will be the best person to help yourself? You are. Nothing. You are the best person to help. So you need to determine one day, I have to give up this bad habit. I have to wake up early. I have to go to bed early. I have to control my social media. I have to focus on my studies. I have to, be kind and nice to my family, things like that. So you need to know your habits. So I think that way you will feel that your life can be much. I recently bought actually small um, papers. These are actually, this is a month um, habit. Make a habit, make it a habit. So you can write your habit over here, and then you can mark every day. Okay, let's say like you wake up, you want to wake up early. So you decide to wake up early and okay, I wake up at 5 every single day. So you mark like, or the 30 days if you mark, okay, I wake up at 5 a.m. Like when the other students, when the other kids, or when the other people wake up at 4, also let's say 6, and you wake up 1 hour ahead, that means you have a better chance to do better, right? And also like go to another one. Okay, I'll go to bed early. So you can do that the same way. You mark, if you break it, you know you are not doing it. So you continue to do it means I mean 1 month if you do it, you will feel a big difference in your life. I do have another one here. The week ahead. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you actually record. You plan your work in the week to come. If you have something to note, you can note here. This way also. You actually can make your life much more organized. And I do have another thing here. This is called for today. Okay. And over here, my top three, like top three things you can, like 1, 2, 3. These are the three things that I do for today. And to do things like to do list you can make, and then morning, afternoon, and evening you can decide what to do. So I would like to recommend these three things for you and for all those, especially the young kids who are into their studies or into their other issues. Those people who have issues in organizing things, this way you can actually make it better.
Sounds
Okay.
yeah, that's good. If I can be honest, I write things down in my agenda, personally, but I forget to check them. So
Right, that's right.
it's not a
That
good habit.
happens to many actually. You start your day, your year, for example, with a diary, right? I know. We used to do that too. Every single year, we used to have a calendar, and then not now. Actually, we have like digital things, and that's why we also actually are slowly getting away from those wonderful habits, like everything in the phone. And I think we need to come out of that phone habit, phone addiction. So you need to write things. You use your pen, and some people don't even use pen maybe for months. They say, I haven't used a pen. Can you imagine? Like, yeah, it is time for us to get back to those good old habits,
Mhm.
really wonderful habits. So you need to have a calendar, and I think in our university we have a beautiful uh, uh, annual planner. If you can catch hold of one, that will be really good one too. And also a diary where you can actually practice. You can write down things, and that way you can better be organized. If you make it a habit like 1 month or 2 months or something, even 1 month you continue to do that, you will find that you are into that mode. Your mind is attuned to that, do that, continue to do that. So I think it is really helpful if you do that. Continue to work on your habits, good habits. Remember, those good habits can be your good karma.
Mm.
The more good karma, more good habits means more good karma for you. Remember, like you are happy, you smile, and you feel light, and you are kind, and all these things. you feel you are a wonderful person. These things don't happen to you just like that. You need to make some happen. You need to you need to actually address to these things within you. You need to register your situation, organize better, and then you feel okay. You feel better, and you feel comfortable. You feel peaceful. Remember, you feel healthy. Yeah, especially today's um, world, we see a lot of young kids. They don't exercise and they don't have better food eating habits and sleeping habits and writing, reading habits. Very very rare. So I think it's time for us to come back to those good old habits. They are really nice. Remember when somebody read a book, when somebody write a book, it's not like today. We have a lot of AI tools today to write, but those days people actually made so much effort to write books. So much wisdom is there in the books, and you can read it maybe in a week or so. The whole energy they have invested in writing the book, maybe for a year or so, years of wisdom. You can read it in a week or two. So much you are benefited. And
Hmm.
yeah, reading is another good habit. Like, okay, every month I read one book. How about that? Everyone think, okay, I'm going to make this habit. I'm going to read one book every day, every month. Okay, start with something like Satipatthana meditation practice guide Bhikkhu Analayo. How about that? You just have that book and you make sure that within inside your break time I read only that book. Maybe like in the bathroom you have a book, you read that book, continue to read it. Yeah, I mean you can find time. um, Reading is really a wonderful habit too.
All right, sounds good. I will try to incorporate that into my schedule. Um, if not, I'll try to force it in.
Yeah, you need to make an effort.
Yeah, if I can try to, like, for example, wake up in the morning, but personally I've tried to set alarms, but yet the alarms are no use to me because I would just sleep right through it and I wake up like many hours later. So um,
Right. So I think alarm can also be a very helpful thing. But when you are used to it, you don't need alarm anymore. Like let's say, like I'm going to wake up by five 5 a.m. You go to bed little early, and then you determine yourself. You decide. You talk to your mind. I'm going to wake up by 5 a.m. The magic will happen. Just before 5 a.m., you will wake up.
mm,
Just before 5 a.m. You don't need an alarm. Alarm is okay for a beginner, but many of those people who are used to their body clock, you know, they know exactly how to wake up. Even if you set up an alarm and you see, like, you really want to wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow, if you decide, you can wake up.
mm,
Try that. If it works or not, try. It really works because your connection with the mind is so much helpful. It's very powerful.
yeah, I've tried a couple of times. It does work, but I don't know. On some days when I'm really tired, and I would just sleep right through my alarms.
Yeah, that means you feel tired means you didn't have enough sleep. Your sleep was not comfortable. So you need to make sure, why do we have a good sleep? Why do we need to have a good sleep?
Mm,
Because sleep is our utmost, let's say, the most important priority, I think, for us to heal our body in the day, like hours of work in the daytime, and then you need the break. The sleep is your natural way of healing, and you need to have a good sound sleep. And when you sleep comfortably, sleep peacefully, your following day will be much more refreshing. That's why we need to have a good sleep. And that is why it is said a lot of people have insomnia. They find it difficult to sleep early, or even in the middle of the night, they wake up and then they take their phone and then they destroy their own sleep one more time. With the blue light, you can't sleep anymore again, and you wake up, and so that's not something you should do. Really important for you to practice metta meditation if you have difficulty sleeping,
Mm.
because when you practice meditation, loving kindness meditation, one of the few benefits at the very beginning is sukhang supati, you can sleep comfortably, and sukham patibujjati, you can wake up comfortably. And then the other thing is napapakang supinang pasati, you don't see nightmares. You don't have evil dreams, bad dreams. So all these things, three benefits of metta, are all related to sleep. So sleeping pattern again is a very very helpful thing. I remember like when we were um, little Samaneras, I heard this. Um, um, Early to bed and early to wake makes Jack healthy, wealthy, and wise. So if you go to bed early, you can wake up early. Then you have enough time to sleep. When you have enough good sound sleep, then you can feel that the following day is more refreshing for you. So very important to have a good sleep for young students and also the other people, everyone actually, for everyone. All of us need a good sleep, peaceful sleep. Again, meditation can be the key.
Mhm. Yeah. Okay, I have another question. If it's unclear, I'll try to explain what the question is saying. But the terms consciousness and unconsciousness are two different terms, and they're used in various contexts, but they all have the same root, which is conscious. And I was wondering, in a Buddhist sense, we have a different definition of consciousness, but in a general text of unconsciousness, it's a little bit more to do with the body. So I was wondering why these two words have the same root word, but has two different meanings to it.
Yeah, I mean, consciousness and unconsciousness, they are two contrasting words. So conscious is that is the root, and consciousness is the one word that is the positive thing. Unconscious is like consciousness is something like you are mindful, and unconsciousness is not mindful or unaware, right? So conscious means you are aware, unconscious means you are not aware, and so the root is the same. And I think in Buddhism we have consciousness. Sometimes it is used as vinyana. Vinyana is aramana vijnana, aramana vijnana lakkana. That is how it is defined, vinyana. So vinyana or consciousness has the feature of recognizing the object, aramana. So that is why it is called vinyana. For example, um, through the eye, you see a form, and so eye is like a window, and the form is the object. And do you think with the eye you recognize what you see? No. Eye is just the window to see that, and it is the vinyana, chakku vinyana. It is said tinnang sangati passo. These three things should be merged together, connected together to make it a perfect action. Like with the eye, we see, and there is an object to see, a form, and then you recognize it. That is the vinyana, chakku vinyana. Same thing with the sota vinyana. When you hear things, for example, right now I see you and I recognize you. This is Dulani. I recognize you because I have past memory. And some of the people we have here, um, like joining here, you can see Julie, Yudi, Priyangi, and we have seen them. So our past memories connect with them. And so you see them and you connect with your past memory and you recognize it, and that happens with your mind, your consciousness. And same thing with the sound. um, and when you hear someone's voice over the phone, for example, when your father or mother or friend or teacher, maybe years ago, someone whom you have met years ago, and if they called you, how do you feel? Do you recognize their voice? You recognize, right? Yeah, that happens. So how does it happen? That is the sota vinyana that helps us. Our memory that is connected with the past, that really helps us in combining the action. So ear is just the window, and sound is the object, and ear consciousness, or the what do you call sota vinyana, helps us recognize that voice. And same thing with the smell. The nose is the window, and then the whatever the smell is the object, and we recognize the smell, different smells we recognize. That happens with the ghana vinyana. Taste also same. When we eat some food, the tongue has the capacity to taste things, and tongue is just the window, and then the food is the food or drink, or you know that is the object. And then tinnan sangati paso means the consciousness, jivha vinyana, the tongue consciousness is the one that recognizes whether it is spicy or whether it is sweet or sour or whatever. The consciousness is the one that recognizes. And then it comes to the body, also the contact is the one that recognizes. These days we do have a little bit colder weather here, so we recognize when we feel the cold weather, cold wind sweeping across the body, you feel that. So the body is just the window, and the wind is the object, and then the consciousness that recognizes it is called kaya vinyana. Same thing with the mind. Remember, even in the mind, right now we have a lot of thoughts coming up in the mind, and so the mind is the window again. And thought, there's many different thoughts popping up inside the mind. They are the objects, and then again you recognize it. That is the consciousness. You see, even inside the mind there is a consciousness to recognize it. So, like anger, jealousy, greed, whatever, many different thoughts are there, and then recognizing capacity is a different department there. Okay, see the consciousness. Unconscious means you are unaware of it.
Okay, thank you. I think we have time, so we can do another question. Yeah. So this question is, how do we choose which meditation technique is the best for us?
Ah, that's a good question too. Like when it comes to meditation, we have many different meditation techniques. Like for example, in the Visuddhimagga, you have 40 samatha meditation techniques, and so out of them, there are many 40, and we all probably can't do all of them, but maybe we can try from time to time to practice different meditation. Then again, we can also we can also decide our own temperament. For example, in the Visuddhimagga also it is mentioned like we have six different temperaments, like Raga Charita, Dosa Charita, Moha Charita, Saddha Charita, Vitakka Charita, Buddhi Charita. Different kinds of temperaments we have. Some people are very lustful in nature, and some people have what do you call um, anger. So very easy to lose temper. So they are like dosa charita people. Some people are unable to determine what they should do. You know, they always are very confusing characters. They when somebody says this thing, or they accept it, and when somebody else says that thing, they will also accept it. They don't know really. They don't have that decisive power, decision making power. They don't have it. So they are mostly like Vitakka or Moha Charita people. And Buddhi Charita people are like, they don't need like lots of details. You just give them the essence, that's it. They are good with it. They can go ahead and work on that. So different kinds of people have different temperaments. For Raga Charita people, they need to work more on if you feel like you have that lustful nature within you, then you can practice more on asubha bhavana, like the unwholesome, sorry, um, like um, the body, like um, the the nature of the body, like the 32 parts of the body, and also the impermanence. All this can be very helpful to such people, and then they are like counteracting it to cope up with that. Remember, all of us have like not one particular temperament within us. We might be having like combination of few of those characteristics, right? Temperaments, and but one may be more dominant. You need to know that I very easy to get angry. There are some people like they get angry very easily, and some people and such people also work faster. They walk faster and they work faster, and so their nature is like they don't have that patience. Ragacharita people, they are very patient. They like aesthetic things. They like to write neatly. They like to organize, and there are different temperaments in their life. So that means they can be more Ragacharita people, and such people do things slower, but they do it slower, neat, nice, organized. Such things are there in them. So for such people, like dosa charita people, they need to work on metta meditation, loving kindness, and raga charita people can do like foulness of the body, and then moha charita people can also work on like anapanasati. These are really, really helpful. And Saddha Charita people, there are people who are very pious, very pious. Some people, they don't have very much wisdom, like very sharp and all. but they are very pious people. For them, I think it is mentioned in the Visuddhimagga. You can practice the Anusati bhavanas like Buddha Anusati, then Dhamma Anusati, Sangha Anusati, Sila Anusati, Chaga Anusati, Devata Anusati. This like contemplation on these Anusatis, um, these are very helpful to them. They find like when they think of the Buddha, they feel so good, you know, Saddha Charita people. And Buddhi Charita people, they should work more on elements, for elements. They can also work on impermanence and also foulness of the body. All these can be very helpful to them. There are some meditation techniques that are common to all of them, and also uh, different temperaments can be more predominant on different days. Even though, let's say, like you are a Ragacharita person, and you don't have to do that particular Asubha Bhavana or Marana Anusati Bhavana only. You can try sometimes Buddha Anusati, sometimes Anapanasati, and maybe you can try combination and different sessions, different moods, that can be different. So you can try different meditation techniques depending on the situation. And I remember like some meditation schools, like PAUK meditation school, for example, they follow all these methods. And sometimes when you keep doing all these methods, you might recognize yourself, okay, this one works better for me. Anapanasati is the best meditation for me. Or Metta Bhavana is the best meditation for me. You will recognize that is more dominant. But sometimes for a change, you can also practice like Buddha Nusati or any other meditation. Like you can also switch to Vipassana. Like Buddhicharita people find Vipassana more helpful for them. So yeah, and when you keep practicing this meditation, what really happens is you can balance, you can reduce the intensity of your raga charita, the intensity of your dosa charita. So you can really balance it. That is the other benefit of practicing this meditation. They are counter productive and counteracting that temperament. And later on, you can practice different meditations, and you can see for yourself, oh, this meditation works better for me, and then you can continue to do that. Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you. I hope that the benefits a lot of people in the community and also people who are not part of the community, maybe that can also help in some sort of way. Um, we have a question from Yudi. She asks, what happens and what to do if someone violates one or two of the five precepts, like having one glass of alcohol or smoking marijuana?
See, what really happens is, okay, I recognize I did it. I think to err is human, to forgive is divine. It is said. So there is a tendency that people keep doing mistakes, and we don't want to like encourage people continue to do mistakes. You have to be more determined. You have to make some effort. But once in a while, if it happens, it's okay. I mean, you have to make sure, okay, I'm not going to do it again. I try my best not to do it. Like even there are five precepts. Some people are very good in the first precept and not really so strong in the last precept. Even those Buddhist people, they are not stronger in all of them. Some people like have a tendency to tell lies. Some people have a tendency to steal things, you know. So maybe different weaknesses are there, but you need to recognize it. I have this problem in me. I have to work on this. Smoking, marijuana, I know it's not good, but maybe like the bad habit, you know. All bad habit can come to you. Okay, I feel like having it now. So maybe due to friends, or maybe due to weather, or whatever, like mental situation, those things can happen to you. But remember, when you smoke, you smell bad. You smell bad, and when you smell bad, you are attracted by negative energies, seen and unseen negative energies. Remember that, and that is not going to be good for you. And also, these are really habit making. These are really dangerous. Alcohol can also like very addictive in nature. Like social media also just like addictive. They are also like alcohol, I think. Addictive in nature. So they can be detrimental to your health. Alcohol and smoking, marijuana, that can be really dangerous. So you have to make sure that you divert your attention to different things, and you replace that thought with something good. You suppress that intention or attention to that with something else. You need to make some effort, like in that sutta. What is it? Um, I forgot it. So that sutta says like you need to make some effort. Replace that with another thought, or suppress that thought, or you make yourself, okay, I'm not going to do it. You know, you can do it. If you think, you can be more stronger. You can be more dominant. I'm not going to be a victim of these habits. And yeah, why we say like the fifth sealer, for example, I um, I observe the precept to abstain from taking drinks and drugs that cause intoxication or heedlessness. They are intoxicating, and they create heedlessness. That is really dangerous. You will lose your wisdom, you will lose your sharpness, and you will lose your mind, and that way you will also break the other sealers. If you are addicted to this, if you break the fifth sealer, it's easy for you to break the rest of the sealers. So yeah, determine yourself, no, 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 I'm not going to do it. And I made so much effort to stop this bad habit. I know it is bad, but I have to stop that. And you have to very strongly suggest to your mind, I'm not going to do it, and you will not do it. And continue to be associated with wonderful, good friends, Kalyana Mitra friends. Go to temples more regularly, then listen to Dhamma and practice meditation, and that way your negativity will be gone. But having said that, if something or the other happens like that, you break any of these sealers, you observe the five precepts again. Okay, I did it. It happened to me. I did it. I went to a party. I had to do it, or something you might say, and then you observe the precepts again, and determine yourself. No, I'm not going to do it again. So try your best. Make some effort.
Yeah, thank you, Bhante. Okay. Right. Okay, so I don't think we have any more questions.
Okay.
Shall we conclude? Or
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, we have Venerable Chandima and Tushari. They also have joined. Okay, say hello to all of them.
oh, Yuri says thank you, so
Yeah,
she appreciates your response. Um, yes, Bhante Chandima is saying sadhu sadhu sadhu.
yeah. I met him last month. This month, in fact.
Okay, so good news. We completed all our questions today once again. First of all, I would like to thank Bhante for your insightful and elaborate answers to all of our questions. We all appreciate your valuable time to come on here every week to share your wisdom and knowledge with all of our friends from the globe online. And for our viewers watching, please make sure you're following us on WUSA socials, YouTube and Facebook to be updated with the latest notifications. And we have a new addition to our WUSA community is you can now join WUSA's membership, and if you join as a member, you'll get pretty good perks. So I would suggest to try that out. And I will post the link into the chat where you can access how to support WUSA. So you can try in many different ways. Thank you once again for our viewers. Join us, and we look forward to seeing you every Friday at 6 p.m. PST for diving into Dhamma live Q&A with Bhante Sumitta. And on behalf of the audience, can we ask Bhante to deliver some lessons for us?
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Dulani, for your time. As a young college student, you had found time, and really appreciate your also dedication. And thank you, everyone, for joining. And thank you, everyone, for the questions. And I hope these questions can be very practical. I would like to say, like, we need to use the Dhamma, apply the theory into our real lifetime. It's about the practice. So we need to learn the Dhamma and we need to practice it in real situations. And that is why we want to use this opportunity to help out our wonderful people who want some help. And whenever they have some questions, please join us on Friday and we will help according to the Dhamma. We will match with the Dharma and the Karma so that our life can be more helpful, more meaningful, and more happier. Um, and I would like to invoke blessings upon all those people who join us online and also those people who watch this later and everyone in Dhamma USA. They are like a family and we always stay in touch. And may the Buddha Dhamma Sangha bless you, help you, protect you, and guide you towards the right path. May all your near and dear ones, loved ones, and all your family members, friends and relatives, teachers and elders, may all of them be well, happy, healthy. May the Buddha Dhamma Sangha bless you, help you, protect you, and guide you. And may all devas, brahmas, all sentient beings also be blessed by the noble triple gem. May all of us be able to listen to Dhamma and also practice the Dhamma, and may we always be associated with wonderful Kalyan with the friends, and eventually may all of us be able to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana at the end of our samsara. With that, let us conclude with a short chanting. अभिवादन शीलिस नित्यं वद्धापचायिनो चत्तारो धम्मा वर्धन्ति आयुर्वाङ्नो सुखं बलं आयुरारोग्य संपत्ति सग्ग संपत्तिमेव च अतो निब्बान संपत्ति हिमेनाथे समिध्यतु साधु साधु साधु.
Thank you very much, and thank you for all our viewers for joining us, and we will see you next Friday.